very proud today to do our digital market open in honor of a new company that is going public today on the exchange, WonderFi, a company focused on decentralized finance, a company focused on the future of finance, and a company that I believe has a great path ahead of it, as demonstrated by the team that is leading it, as demonstrated by the strategic investors that are standing behind it. You are a perfect example of what we are all about, a stock exchange that is there to enable the innovation economy, a stock exchange that is there to support the companies that will make who we are tomorrow.
We're so excited to be here today to celebrate this very special milestone for WonderFi. We started WonderFi with one mission: to create better access to DeFi. In our eyes, it's the most important technology today. It has the potential to democratize finance. This comes at a time where almost 2 billion people in the world are unbanked, and the wealth gap continues to grow across the globe. Our public listing on the NEO is a very important step on this journey. Our team is passionate about building products that are simple yet powerful and can be used by anybody with an internet connection without discrimination. We're building something very unique here. There's nothing like WonderFi on the market, and we're extremely proud of what we've built so far. And I can tell you we're just getting started. WonderFi is now a public vehicle that provides shareholders with true access to the DeFi space. And we have a unique combination of some of the most powerful voices in finance, crypto, and social media backing us. Thank you to Jos, Scott, and the NEO team for providing us with an excellent platform to launch our public listing in Canada. And thanks to all our supporters for joining us today on this very special occasion to watch DeFi go mainstream with WonderFi's public listing.
This is a wonderful moment. I'm so happy to be part of this. You know, the way I look at this is innovation, but it's also disruption, and that's very important. What I'm going to say now is we got to tell this story. And my role here as an investor, along with Josh Richards, who I'm so proud to have beside me, is to tell the WonderFi story to people. Because what good is it to create such a fantastic platform if people don't know about it? And what we really want is for people to try it. So along with my followers, I'm really proud to be an investor here. And this is the great thing. If I can get more investors looking at this and also more people trying the app, that's a great outcome. And that's what I plan to be doing. Tell the story of this marvelous company, its fantastic management team, and all the opportunity it has in front of it. I think it's just fantastic. And again, thank you to the NEO. This is an entrepreneurial exchange, not my first time opening for a stock that I've been an investor in. And it worked very well last time because this exchange is all about innovation. Thank you, Jos, very much.
NEO and I share a lot of the same desires. That's why it was so exciting to be able to come on here. It's to really empower and educate everyone from Gen Z all the way up to Gen X and help them and gain their confidence in the business world and in DeFi. So with this, I'm super excited to just start educating the youth more and more, bring on my fans. They're very intrigued. In today's world, I have people like my younger brother who's 12 years old coming up to me and asking me about cryptocurrency and how this is all going to end up playing out. So to have the ability to really help bring these younger people along with me on this journey and learn more and more about this space on a daily basis it's incredible.
We want to commemorate this event with a unique piece of art, a piece of art that is commissioned through our partnership with the Ontario College of Art and Design University.
Donnie is an interdisciplinary artist who works in paint, projection, print, ceramic, and glass sculpture. She's currently an MFA candidate at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, and she's also a recent graduate from OCAD University. The piece of art that she commissioned specifically for WonderFi is an oil painting, and I'll give you the description in Donnie's words. So as a nod to WonderFi, the painting, which is called Blue Electric, features an organic pixelation of a virtual bloom surrounded by scattered, fragmented services bursting free from a loose central structure. It's a nod to WonderFi, a tech-forward company in an emerging industry. Donnie says she was inspired by the shape of WonderFi's logo, and the painting has a focal point featuring an intertwined yet open knot. It's a young bud aspiring to unveil.
This is a really nice touch. I looked at Donnie's Instagram page when we found out that this piece was being commissioned, and she has just excellent work. And I think this is such a good representation of WonderFi and a really nice touch from the Neo. So thank you all for organizing this. For those of us that aren't familiar with DeFi, it's extremely important because it's a new way to do finance. And it's a technology that makes things more efficient, transparent, and fair. And right now, it's not just a theory that's floating around. There are real use cases and billions of dollars of transactions flowing through DeFi. And it does have the potential to disrupt finance. This is why so many people are paying attention to it. And again, in our view, it's the most important sector to pay attention to. The problem that we're focused on stems from the fact that we're in the very early stages of DeFi. So there's a lot of growth and potential and opportunity for taking in the market. And our thesis is that the most significant market share is going to come from the platform that makes DeFi accessible. That definitely doesn't exist yet. And for anyone, I know there's lots of people, familiar faces on the call that have tried DeFi, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's extremely complicated right now. So our mission with WonderFi is to create better access to DeFi. Our strategy is threefold: build, invest, and consolidate. So our company, basically, we don't think that being effectively a holding company or just holding passive investments in the space provides any real long-term differentiation. And our team is, all engineers and builders, product people. So we're looking to create new value in the space and something that really is additive. And that's why we're really unique and really the first DeFi platform going public. And our technology is at the core of our business, and that really helps to inform investments that we make on our balance sheet and our consolidation strategy. So on the product, the problem we're solving is very simple. DeFi is overwhelming. There's nobody that's solving this problem yet, and it is a very big one. DeFi is all about democratized finance, but to be able to access it in a meaningful way right now, you need to have a lot of time, energy, expertise, and probably have been in the crypto space for a long time to be able to navigate it. So there's no single point of access that a non-technical person can use, and that's a really big untapped market. Trust is another big issue in the space. We're set up very well there. We don't custody user assets. The user is always in control of their assets, and we only connect with audited, heavily tested protocols. So we're not providing users with exposure to very experimental, higher risk protocols because they're not really suitable for people that are making their first entry into the space. On the investment side, we hold a selection of crypto and DeFi assets on our balance sheet, and this provides our investors with a compliant way to invest in the DeFi market itself. We're long-term believers in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we have large weightings in both. And really the view there is Bitcoin's here to stay. Ethereum powers 99% of DeFi, and we're also invested in assets that are hedges against Ethereum as the ecosystem evolves, like Solana, which is an alternative blockchain that enables faster and cheaper transactions, but isn't at the adoption levels that Ethereum's at yet. We generate revenue on our assets from staking in DeFi, and we also hold all of our assets through a qualified custodian. And just to make it clear, this isn't a trading portfolio. This is a very carefully selected portfolio that we're long on and we can generate revenue through. Why consolidation is part of our model? Really, our view of the space is that DeFi platforms won't stand alone, at least not in the near term, in the next sort of 3 to 5 years. They need to play well with other parts of the ecosystem. So we look to own the space end to end. Consumer finance is a really crowded market. There's a lot of profitable businesses that struggle with marketing. And so there's some really great consolidation opportunities, especially when we have our unfair advantage, which is millions upon millions of followers through trusted voices across multiple generations. And that is probably the most valuable currency in consumer finance. I'll talk about our executive team briefly. We brought multiple products to market in regulated spaces, and that's really important for crypto and DeFi. Our founding team has all been in the crypto space since 2016. We've got valuable experience, long-standing relationships, and that's the reason why we've been able to achieve this success with WonderFi in such a short period of time. And our product and engineering team, who aren't highlighted on the slide, but are all present today, have built products used by millions of users like Shopify and Hootsuite. So we really have a world-class team. Our board, and I think everyone from our board is present today, we've got some very talented growth-focused people who've served as CEO or CFO for very successful public companies. Mark Binns, the CEO of Big Digital, Sean Clark, who is the co-founder and CEO of Hut 8, and Stephanie Lee, who's the CFO of a clean energy company that's publicly listed here in Canada. And as I said, these are all growth-oriented individuals, and we've got an extremely well-rounded board. Our strategic investors, three of which are present today, really, they are our unfair advantage, and I can't emphasize this enough. A key part of our strategy is utilizing these partnerships to help drive down customer acquisition costs and really create buy-in for what we're doing across different demographics. Social media drives finance today. There is no denying that. And we have Kevin O'Leary. I think everybody's familiar with Kevin. He was able to say a few words today. Leonard Latchman, many of you will be familiar with Leonard. He was a co-founder of MindMed, one of the great success stories on the Neo, and a capital markets expert, an incredible asset to have on our team. Sam Bankman-Fried, perhaps the biggest name in crypto. He's the CEO of FTX. They have some of the best technology in the space, very powerful partners to align with, probably the best party in the crypto space to be aligned with, in my opinion. And Josh, who's joining us today as well. Josh is the voice of Gen Z, 40 million followers across his platform, incredible reach, but also a very unique voice. And Gen Z, who's the biggest demographic out of any generation, they look at money differently, and Josh has great insight into that audience. So just to summarize, WonderFi, it's a true proxy for the DeFi space. It's an entry point for people looking to get exposure to consumer finance, crypto, and DeFi. We're opening the market today with an extremely strong balance sheet, a team of 20 working on the most important problem in DeFi, and we're about a month away from launching the WonderFi app with many thousands of users on our wait list. And I think we're timed extremely well with the crypto market, looking to close out strong the rest of the year. Our team has a track record in tech with Hootsuite, Shopify, PayPal, and in crypto with major names like Hut 8, Galaxy Digital, Argo Blockchain. We're aligned with the biggest name in crypto, the biggest name in finance and investing, and the biggest name in social media. And I think it's at a time where social media and investing are becoming extremely intertwined. And on the infrastructure and expertise side, we've got that kind of in our DNA to build a strong balance sheet, earn on the crypto that we're holding on our balance sheet, and our position in this space really gives us excellent deal flow, and I think we're stepping into a market that's very ready for consolidation. So lots to look forward to, and I would encourage anyone to reach out if they'd like to learn more about WonderFi after this presentation.
With that, thank you all. Thank you for being with us, and have a wonderful day.